All right, this question, where you find the mean of a frequency distribution, remember you need to first find, step number one is find the class midpoint. All right, so the class midpoint we get by taking the average of these two numbers. All right, so I'm going to just make a column here for midpoint. And so the midpoint is going to be 5,001 plus 10,000 divided by 2. And so we're going to do that the whole way down, so we get 7,500.5. So the next one, and what we'll realize after this one is there's kind of a pattern here. 10,001 plus 15,000 divided by 2 is going to be 12,500.5. What happens here is if these numbers are all going up by 5,000 every time, so the class midpoints are also going up by 5,000. So that's all you need to do is add 5 to this. So the next class midpoint will be 17,500.5, and then 22,500.5, and then 27,500.5. All right, so those are our class midpoints for those 5 classes. And so now what we do is we take 13 times the class midpoint. So with this first one we take 13 times 7,500.5. And we're going to take 15 times 12,500.5, and we'll keep going all the way down with that. And then once we multiply all of those and we get all these big numbers, we'll add them up. So let me add those up. All right, so we get this big number, 1,455,040. And now we're going to go add up the frequencies. Right? We add all those up, the number of employees here, so I'll add those. And there are 80, but also you can see up here, it tells you in the problem there's also 80. So the final step is to take this number, the 1.45 million number, and divide by 80. And that'll give us our final answer. So 1455040 divided by 80 is 18,188. Now I'm going to show you with a graphing calculator how you can do this, what I think is a lot faster. So let me pull that up. So with the graphing calculator, what you'll do is you'll enter in stats, and we'll go to edit. We're going to edit the list. All right, so the first thing we'll put in is the class midpoints. All right, so I'm going to put all these class midpoint numbers in the first column. It's important that they go in the first column. And then we'll put the frequencies in the second column. All right, so we move over. Now we'll put 13, 15, 19, 14, and 19. All right, so now we have our data entered, so we'll click Stat, Calc, and we're going to do one var stats, the first option. So we press Enter, and we want it to evaluate list 1, comma, second, and then list 2. And we press Enter, and there you see we get what I think is much more quickly the correct answer, which is the X bar. The average is 18,188. So I would encourage you to practice this with a calculator. It's a good thing to do here. But also it's good to understand the backdrop of the original way to work the problem as well. So, but for the test, the calculator is certainly much faster.